Imagine yourself in a world where your identity cannot be revealed, where your future seems beyond your control, and where every decision you make has the power to change not only your life, but the course of an entire nation's history. Now, imagine that against all odds, you become a key player in a plan far greater than anything you could have ever imagined. This is not just an ancient story. It is a living lesson about how faith, strategy, and the right mindset can transform destinies. Esther was not born into nobility. She had no political connections. In fact, she began her journey as a young orphan, raised by her cousin Mordecai, living in exile within an empire that looked down on her people. But then, something extraordinary happened. She was chosen to be the Queen of Persia, one of the most powerful civilizations in history. The question is, was it mere coincidence, or was there a powerful principle working behind the scenes? What did Esther do to transform her reality and attract a position of power that didn't just change her life, but the lives of thousands of people? In this video, we're going to uncover 4 hidden lessons from Esther's story that reveal how the law of attraction can open incredible doors in your life. Not in a mystical or superstitious way, but through real, spiritual principles that still work today. So, if you believe that faith and mindset are powerful tools for achieving great things, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel right now. And get ready, because what you're about to learn could completely change the way you see opportunities around you. Most people believe that Esther was simply lucky, that fate placed her in the right place at the right time. But what if I told you that something far greater was happening behind the scenes? Something that very few people ever notice when they read this story? Esther was not just a randomly chosen young woman who became queen. Her rise to power was not an accident. She followed powerful principles that aligned her faith with the right opportunity at the right time. And this is exactly what separates those who simply wait for a miracle from those who actively attract transformation into their lives. What you're going to learn in this video might completely change the way you see success and opportunities. Because Esther didn't just attract divine favor. She knew how to prepare herself to receive it. And here's something important. Most people have never realized a crucial detail about Esther's journey. A detail that reveals the real secret behind her rise to power. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you what almost no one ever talks about in this story. And it might be exactly what you need to shift the course of your own life. So keep watching, because these hidden lessons might just change the way you attract and seize the opportunities that come your way. Esther wasn't born a queen. In fact, her origins were far from the luxurious halls of the Persian palace. She was a young Jewish girl, living in exile, an orphan with no social status. To the outside world, it seemed impossible that she would ever become someone of great influence. But Esther's story did not follow the ordinary path. It all began when Queen Vashti was removed from the throne. King Ahasuerus, in search of a new queen, ordered a great selection process to be held. Women from all provinces of the empire were gathered in the palace. Many of them came from noble families, accustomed to luxury and the etiquette of the royal court. But among them all, it was Esther, a young orphan and foreigner, who attracted the king's favor. What made Esther stand out? It wasn't just her appearance. If beauty had been the only criterion, any other candidate could have been chosen. Esther's true advantage lay in her preparation. She didn't just accept the process. She understood that she needed to become the woman capable of occupying that position. Unlike the other candidates, who relied solely on their lineage and status, Esther prepared herself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually for the opportunity that was to come. The book of Esther reveals that she spent an entire year in an intense period of preparation before being presented to the king. But this preparation went far beyond beauty treatments and exotic perfumes. It was an inner preparation. Esther developed self-control, wisdom, and patience. She learned to listen, to observe, and to act at the right moment. Her secret was aligning her mind and her faith so that she would be ready when the opportunity arose. This teaches us something fundamental. Success never happens by chance. Great opportunities don't just fall from the sky for those who are unprepared to receive them. You only attract what you are ready to sustain. If Esther had been taken to the palace without this preparation, she might have wasted her chance. But she strengthened herself before she was even chosen. And this is exactly where the 4 lessons begin. Lessons that show how you, too, can attract divine opportunities into your life. If Esther was able to transform her story, what would stop you from doing the same? What if I told you that Esther had already attracted her victory before she even stepped into the palace? That before King Ahasuerus issued the decree, before the young women were gathered, before any decision was made, Esther was already on the right path? Now think about it. How many times have you wondered why some people always seem to be in the right place at the right time? Maybe you've seen someone seize a great opportunity and thought, that person got lucky. But what if it wasn't just luck? What if there was something more? The truth is, opportunities don't always appear out of nowhere. They are attracted, cultivated, and built. And that's exactly what happened with Esther. She didn't just sit back and wait for something to happen. She prepared herself. She positioned herself. And when the opportunity came, she was ready. Now, think about your own life. Are you positioning yourself the right way? Are you truly preparing yourself for the opportunities you desire? Or are you simply waiting for something to happen without taking the necessary steps? Esther did not become queen by accident. She was aligned with God's plan. She knew how to listen, she knew how to act at the right time, and she knew how to trust the process. And you? Are you moving in the right direction? Pay close attention, because the next lessons will reveal exactly how Esther aligned herself with divine purpose, and how you can do the same. Every step that Esther took was guided by a combination of faith, strategy, and preparation. And that is exactly what made all the difference. If you want to attract opportunities into your life, there are 4 fundamental lessons we can learn from her story. The first lesson, preparation before the opportunity. Before presenting herself to the king, Esther went through a long period of preparation. For an entire year, she received beauty treatments, yes, but her real preparation was not just external. She strengthened herself internally. Her mind, her emotions, and her faith were shaped so that, at the right moment, she would be ready. This teaches us something powerful. God does not bless inaction. He honors those who prepare themselves. You cannot expect opportunities to come if you are not ready to receive them. The second lesson, aligning yourself with the right people. Esther did not walk this journey alone. She had a mentor, Mordecai. He was the voice of wisdom that guided her, gave her direction, and helped her understand what she needed to do. And this is something essential in life. The law of attraction teaches us that whatever we focus on grows, and the people around us directly influence our destiny. If you want to grow, you need to be surrounded by those who can elevate you. Esther listened, learned, and positioned herself alongside the right people. The third lesson, self-confidence and identity. At the most crucial moment of her life, Esther revealed who she truly was. She was not afraid to take a stand. Up until that moment, no one knew that she was Jewish. But when the time came, she used her identity to her advantage and took the risk of exposing herself. When you believe in your value, when you embrace who you truly are, opportunities start to appear. Because confidence attracts, clarity attracts, and Esther understood that hiding who she was would not lead her to her ultimate purpose. The fourth and final lesson, strategic action at the right time. Esther did not act on impulse. She waited, observed, and discerned the right moment to act. When Mordecai told her about the decree that would condemn her people to death, her first reaction was fear. She knew that entering the king's presence uninvited could cost her life. But instead of rushing into action, she fasted, she prayed, and she sought divine guidance. And then, at the right moment, Esther approached the king with wisdom. She did not beg for mercy right away. She did not plead for help in their first meeting. She created a strategy. First, she won the king's favor. Then, she set the stage so that her revelation would have the greatest impact. Only when everything was aligned did she reveal the truth and save her people. This teaches us that acting at the right time is just as important as taking action itself. So many people miss out on great opportunities because they make rash decisions or because they hesitate when they should move. But Esther knew how to wait. She understood that having a purpose is not enough. You need strategy to fulfill it. These 4 lessons show that success does not happen by chance. It is built through the combination of preparation, faith, and intentional action. Esther didn't just wait. She prepared herself, surrounded herself with the right people, believed in her own worth, and knew exactly when to act. And now, the real question is, how are you preparing yourself for the opportunities you want to attract into your life? Are you just waiting, or are you actively becoming the person who is ready to receive what you are asking for? Esther's journey teaches us that when we align ourselves with our purpose and know how to combine faith with strategy, doors open, and the impossible becomes possible. Now, here's something that almost no one realizes about Esther's story. Did you know that Esther could have lost everything if she had revealed her identity too soon? At the beginning, Mordecai advised her, "Do not reveal who you are." And Esther listened. She remained silent. She waited. She strengthened her position and gained the king's favor. If she had revealed her background at the wrong time, she might have been discarded before she ever had a chance to act. But by the time she finally revealed her identity, she already had influence, alliances, and the king's trust. This teaches us something powerful. Not everything should be exposed right away. Some battles are won through strategy, not speed. Sometimes, the key to success is knowing how to act at the right time. Those who speak too soon may lose opportunities, but those who know how to wait can transform their own destiny. And now, I ask you, how many times have you shared your plans with someone too soon, only to see everything fall apart? Could it be that some of the doors that closed in your life were the result of acting too quickly? If these lessons made sense to you, imagine how many other biblical stories hold secrets like these. Hidden truths, principles of wisdom that can transform the way you see opportunities and challenges. So, subscribe to the channel now. Here, you'll discover more biblical lessons that can change your life, help you see beyond the obvious, and transform your journey with faith and strategy. The story of Esther proves something powerful. God places opportunities in our path, but it's up to us to be ready to seize them. Many people spend their entire lives waiting for a miracle. They pray for change, dream of a breakthrough, but forget something essential: preparation. Opportunities aren't just lost because they don't appear. They are also wasted when they come, and the person is not ready to receive them. Esther teaches us that faith without action does not transform destinies. She could have accepted her condition as an orphan, refused the call out of fear, or failed because she acted too soon. But she didn't. She waited, she planned, she positioned herself, and when the right moment came, she was ready. Now, look at your own life. Are you preparing yourself for what you've been asking for? Are you developing your faith, your mindset, and your strategy to recognize and take advantage of the opportunities that God might be placing in your path? The final lesson is this: when you align your faith with action and strategy, doors open in supernatural ways. What once seemed impossible starts to make sense. What felt distant begins to draw near. What appeared unattainable suddenly becomes reality. If this video inspired you, don't keep this message to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And now, don't waste any time. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and continue this journey of discovery. Here, you'll uncover more hidden biblical secrets that can transform your life. Are you ready to see beyond the obvious? Then come with me and be part of this community.